Yes. Yes! You thought you got rid of me. Oh, my dogs thought they got rid of me. No, not at all. So we're back. Yeah, I thought we'd check out LoveConnection because, yeah, why not? Oh, I forgot to do my intro. Shit. Let's do that now. Woo! Okay, well, it wasn't as slick as I wanted it to be, but it was an intro. Welcome back. Yeah, so we're not doing the chair. I sit there all week. That chair is the devil. So, welcome back. We're gonna do a LoveConnection. If you've ever seen it, it came out in the 80s. The show, if they thought they were sync compatible, they would actually pay for their date or whatever. And if they didn't, then they didn't. Alright, whatever. Let's check it out, because I think I need some dating tips. And I figured let's look to the past, because I was told that we could learn from the past to look to the future, I guess. Let's figure it out. Let's try. Let's take a look. Okay. Do you know that saying, never judge a book by its cover? I'm pretty sure this is the perfect definition of this. You get 3 things about the person, and then the audience gets to, calculate how much they think that person would be good for you. But you also get to decide who you pick to take out. So I guess, whatever. And then you come back and you talk about the date. So that's kind of cool. Check it out. We're going to start with the 80s version of it, and then we're going to check out one in the 90s, because the 90s was kind of my era. I love the 90s.
Where old-fashioned romance meets modern-day technology. Start of meeting our first guest now. She thinks that she resembles Liza Minnelli. She says that she'll only date men who are marriage material. She claims that she can spot a loser a mile away. Please welcome Roberta Fricker, Sergeant. Fricker, not Flicker. Hi, Roberta. How are you?
Oh my god, 100%. I'm sure my mom had this same royal blue shoulder-padded dress. And this haircut?
Telltale signs of a loser. What would they be?
Well, somebody who is self-centered. Someone who's not listening to what you want to do, what you're trying to do with your life. Somebody that when they ask you to go out for a date, they say, how about at your place? And do you live alone?
What's wrong with that? First off, I like my place. I'm a homebody, so why not come over to my place? I mean, why not ask, what's your favorite ethnicity that you like to make your lampshades out of? That's a good question to ask your new date.
And somebody that is pretty, has a mind of their own, and it's geared on what they want. Only. Right. Self-centered.
All right, I'm going to remind everybody what happened yesterday. Now, the studio audience saw Roberta's 3 choices. They voted on which one they thought would be best for her, and we're going to take a look at Catch You Up. First, there was Dale. His interests ranged from rock climbing to ballroom dancing.
30.
Or dancing with a rock. And Dave, he's looking for an energetic woman who has a good head on her shoulders.
Good head on
Bill describes himself as 172 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal.
172 pounds, 32 high school science teacher of twisted steel and sex appeal? Ew, gross. Ugh. Gross. And I don't know if it just makes it grosser because he's got the mustache. He's a high school teacher and he's 32. I don't know what it is about that combination. It just makes that whole phrase just so not okay. But it's not okay.
Okay, well, I'm waiting for him in front of my apartment, and...
So it looks like she chose Dale. The whole audience was like, let's choose Dale. And she chose Dale, which was our number 2 guy, I believe.
He gave me a rose, and it was one in a plastic container like from 7-Eleven.
Oh, very nice.
Now you're assuming everything.
Yeah, well, I've seen them in 7-Eleven shop. I'm not kidding. Yeah, I'm not kidding.
I bought that at Flores.
Oh, you did?
They do the same thing at Flores.
Yeah, well, 7-Eleven buys them from the
I
Flores.
mean, it's not like 7-Eleven.
Yeah,
I taking them out of the bag.
I was looking more for maybe 2 or 3, but that's okay. We'll live with it.
Well, you see, some people think that a single rose is far more romantic than a dozen roses.
Well, it was a nice touch. At least he thought of it.
Okay, so now what?
Okay, so then he gets out of the car, and he was much smaller than I had thought he was from looking at his tape. Kind of petite, like a French man. You kind of remind.
He was kind of petite like a French man? He was a little Frenchman? Oh no. So then, this height thing was always a big issue with men. I'm glad I'm on the shorter side of this ideal thing. Sorry.
I'm a Frenchman. And he was very tan, but he had a very thick mustache, kind of like a walrus, and that didn't really appeal to me.
A walrus mustache?
She didn't exactly trip my trigger. I normally date a much more petite, woman with a little better body, and she had on.
Alright. A more petite woman with a better body. We can do this. Hold up. We can fix this right now. Give me a moment. I can figure this out. Alright, my man. You see? A better body can be obtained with the right equips. Now with this little doohickey here, you can just pull these strings, and then whatever you don't want here just goes down there or up there. And preferably I'd want it to go up there, so I look all sexy. And yeah, and then I just put on some little eyeshadow to make myself look super duper cute. And yeah, so we'll just women with better bodies. Granted, this was the 80s, so this is a little outdated. Hopefully the body positive movement has taken off. Alright, so better body, we'll put some makeup on. Alright, Dale, let's go.
Much red eyeshadow that she looked like a walking tomato.
This fucking guy. Well, I was gonna throw this makeup brush, but this is my favorite makeup brush. I guess we're not tomatoing it up. Thanks, Dale. So, tomatoes, guess not.
I'm sorry?
Walruses eat tomatoes.
Well,
Walruses.
no, geez, me. Well, what happened to Deputy?
So we're driving along, and after about 5 or 10 minutes, I noticed that, he kept glancing at my legs, and it was, and I have a pet peeve about that someone checking me out up and down. So I kind of made a big show about, like this, like that, and I kind of, said that the flesh show is over. I was trying to play it low.
The flesh show? Whoa, okay. That's some new terms there. Oh, let's put this camera up here.
Legs on?
I wasn't interested in her body at all.
Now what happened?
Okay, so we go to the restaurant, and then I started talking about that I hadn't seen the snow in a really long time, and I wanted to go there this winter. And he told me that he goes skiing quite often, and he mentioned by the time he got to about 6 or 7 spots, then by that time I felt it was kind of an invitation. And
was it an invitation?
No, I wasn't interested in asking her out again at all. No invite.
To be honest, she was kind of a bitch at the beginning. I mean, she had some really high expectations. Who goes out there saying yo, I could spot a loser a mile away? And okay, maybe I do. Oh no. I'm learning a lot from this, guys. I'm learning a whole bunch. Let's keep looking.
so then we go downtown to the Bonaventure. We went to the Fantasia, and we were the absolute only people there. So they, he played kind of soul music, which is the only thing that I like. And then we got out there.
Did you dance?
Yeah, we did dance. And,
Was he a good dancer?
It was kind of like a junior John Travolta, or kind of American dance. I'm more into soul music, kind of like, the Cabbage Patch and whatever, all that good stuff. And he was kind of doing, I don't know, between John and Dick Clark on it, something like that.
Well, let me try to imagine that for a minute.
John Clark and Dick Clark.
How did they do?
And so I got out of the car, gave him a little peck, and then I looked at the 7-Eleven rose after I walked away, and it was already wilted. So I kind of felt that was a good sign of how the date went.
Kind of like a wilted rose.
Yeah.
Let's see when you see the audience pick for you.
Okay.
I thought Dave was just dandy. They picked him 55%. As a matter of fact, thought Dave was just right for you. Maybe you guys need to try this again. I can't even do that with a straight face. I'm sorry. But if you want to ask him out again, we pay for it. If not, do whatever you like.
I think I'll let Dave do his own thing.
Yeah.
Oh, God, no. Wow, yeah, no. What did we learn from this, guys? I think we learned that, number one, we should definitely stick to one haircut. This surfer dude on top and businesswoman on bottom, not a good look. Also, my mom definitely had this royal blue dress with the maximum shoulder pads. Those 80s shoulder pads definitely were like prominent. Don't go hard on those high standards, man. Don't call people like little Frenchmen. That sounds bad. Poor dudes. Dale looks like he sounded like he was a good dude. Took her a flower from a florist, and he took her out to go dance. He did his little boogieing, and she was just not into it. He didn't seem like he was a loser from a mile away, at least. All right, let's move on. Let's go for it.
Yeah.
I figured that's probably happy with that, too.
Well, I think maybe Roberta should go back to her ex if he'll take her back.
Well, maybe we'll see you again, Dave.
Let's say hello to our next guest.
All right, so the next one is from the 90s, the late 90s. Yes, I'm so excited. Mainly because this is the time when a lot of the really good movies were coming out, like Can't Hardly Wait, Never Been Kissed, bad with memory. Don't even start with me. Oh, American Pies, all of those really great classic movies of my generation. Anyways, yeah, oh my gosh. I graduated in 04. Oh god. Blah, blah. Anyways, so yeah, oh my gosh. Anyways, 98. Thinking back that far is really crazy. Let's do it. We're gonna take a look. I'm excited about this one.
Prefers that the man make all the decisions on a date. She says that she unintentionally makes a face that scares guys, and she loves to be the center of attention. Please welcome Lori Lang. Hi, Lori. How are you? Nice to meet you.
Lori has the most magnetic smile ever. She absolutely also, she's got this like The Secret World of Alex Mack. Does anybody remember that? She's pulling like a very, very Drew Barrymore, Never Been Kissed, even though I think this was a year prior to that movie being released. But don't quote me on that, probably. Anyways, very adorable. I love this outfit. I love this hair. Amazing.
Have a seat.
Thank you.
So how are you the center of attention, Lori?
Well, when I go out at night, I like to go to clubs, and whenever there's a stage in the club, I am right up on the stage. I know when I'm going out at night that I look good, and if I'm on the stage, people can see me, and I stand out, and I appreciate people knowing that I look good.
Oh, good. And when you're on stage, you ever make that face that scares guys? What is that face?
Sometimes, like when I have no expression on my face, people think that I'm mad or that it's my pissed off bitch face. But
the RBF, the resting bitch face. Come on now. Everybody has an RBF.
Right.
It's just like, it's no expression. I don't know that I'm doing it, but guys seem to get the wrong idea.
And just use any words you feel like, Lori. Don't hold back.
That's amazing.
First there was Gordon.
All right.
Usually dates about twice a month. He describes himself as good-looking, financially stable, and great in bed. Here's what happened when Gordon spent the weekend with a date and her family.
Gordon, 26, clinical pharmacist, never been married. All right, he's got some long hair back there. All right.
She and I were on the pull-out couch. Her mom and like her uncle and like one other person was in the other bed, right? So, they're like, all right, everybody go to bed. So we all go to bed and lights go out, that kind of thing. And it just, one thing led to another, she's kind of laying on her side with the back to me and, one thing led to another.
And next there was Brian. He was born and raised in Hartford, Connecticut. He says that the best dating advice he's gotten is, if it's going really bad, just keep drinking. Brian admits that he's a neat freak, and here's the kind of woman he's looking for.
TV production intern. This guy looks clean. This guy looks like every dude I went to college with. That's clean, Christian, white guy, just like khaki shorts. He had those white shoes, probably sandals, and like white socks too. Definitely that haircut, absolutely 100%. More than likely had the Lance Armstrong bracelet. Oh goodness, yeah.
I don't like, serious women. I like, I want a woman who's gonna smile a lot, especially someone that I see at a bar, across the bar. Smile is always a definite turn on. And, just some sense of style, someone who doesn't just, throw on a pair of jeans and a t-shirt all the time.
Okay.
And finally, Steven. He only dates about once a month. He prefers blondes with long straight hair who have natural beauty and are athletic, sexy, outgoing, and educated. And he says other than that, he's not too picky.
Bruh. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? What up with his neck? This is some thick neck. Bruh, he looks like a Diglett. Oh man. Okay, let's move on. This makes me a terrible
Steven
person.
tells us about a recent
He's a
experience.
fitness trainer. That's why it's all pure muscle, neck muscle. That's all. That's all. He's 24. Ooh, that kind of grosses me out. I don't like the thick neck. This, ooh, not.
One time when I was out with my buddies, you know, I met this really nice looking girl. I mean, just nice body, everything. Wearing a short top, and you know, she had a boob job, right? And I was, she caught me staring at her, and I felt really bad. She's like, "What is, you know, you keep looking at my boobs, you know?" Because I was complimenting her face. It was a pretty face, but I was just looking at her boobs.
All right, guys, those are the 3 men that Lori had to choose from, but it's time for you to choose. Make your vote. Votes are in. Why don't you tell us who you chose?
I chose Brian.
Hi, Brian.
Well, we talked on the phone, and we decided that the only time that we could go out would be on a Sunday afternoon.
Is that
Okay, so they both agreed a Sunday afternoon. All right.
okay with you, Brian?
No, it wasn't. I'm a huge football fan, and the Packers and the Patriots were both playing that day.
Did she describe herself to you on the phone, Brian?
Yeah, she did. Everything sounded good except that she said she was blonde, and I'm usually not into blondes at all. I like darker-haired women and women.
Hold on. Everything sounded good, but you can add a but in there? That's so crazy.
You know, who have more of a tan.
Well, then I went to his house, and when I saw him, he's a little bit skinnier than I normally like.
Skinny.
And
So is Leonardo DiCaprio. That kid gets constantly.
So apparently, skinny is definitely the trigger word for that kid. Ooh, Brian, let's fan it out, buddy. Let's chill it down, man.
Okay, so then, and he was also a little bit shorter than I normally like, but I knew that when I saw his video. He had been talking about this bar that was really cool, so we decided to drive to the bar. And on the way to the bar, he's like, "Oh, here's this strip club over here that's topless, but they serve alcohol there. And oh wait, over here is a strip club that's full nudity, but they don't serve alcohol here." And he was like pointing out the strip clubs on the way to the bar.
Yeah. Have you been to all these clubs, Brian?
Oh, no, I know only what I read in magazines and news.
No, you told me you met, you saw someone famous in one of those.
Well, so sorry to offend you. This coming from someone who chose to spend their college career in Las Vegas, a town full of scumbag, drug addict, gambling junkies with sex shops and strip clubs on every corner. And I'm sorry, Lori, I didn't mean to offend you like that, to mention a strip club.
We go.
This, my friends, is a little man. He was called Skinny, and now he's going to take every jab possible. He was just attacking Las Vegas. No reason. That was hilarious. Poor dude. He's still really trying to make up for this whole skinny thing. We haven't even seen him. We only see your face, bro. Chill. Chill it down. Take it down a notch.
The bar, and I thought, well, maybe if we have a few drinks, things will liven up. We'll be able to talk more or whatever.
Yeah.
But all that we really talked about, we found out that we both have dents in our cars. That's what we had in common.
Why do you think she suggested that, Brian, the observatory?
Maybe she thought it might be romantic. Maybe I would kiss her.
I don't know where you got that idea, but...
All right.
Okay.
So that wasn't your thinking, but
No.
you went up there?
But we were up there, and we were looking at the view, and we were standing on the fence for like 5 minutes just looking at the view. And then all of a sudden, he just turns around and starts to walk away, and I'm like, "Oh, are you ready to go?" Or... whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, well, yeah, let's go." And we just started to walk away.
Why did you walk away, Brian?
I felt we had spent enough time together, and I wanted to see NFL primetime. And it was coming on to my buddy's house for me.
Douchebag. Well then.
Tell me how the date ended, Brian.
Well, we just went back to his apartment, and he walked me to my car, and we said goodbye.
Uh-huh.
Forever.
Let's take a look and see who the audience is looking at. The audience chose Brian, too. 78% of our audience chose Brian. They thought he'd be perfect for you, Lori. If you would like to go out with Brian again, we'd be happy to pay for it.
I don't think you
Just stay on your own for a little while.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay on my own.
Brian,
Good job. And I'm pretty sure Lori, I'm pretty sure she got her happy ending. Something tells me that she got her happy ending. So, with that being said, That douchebag, hopefully. It's always nice to take a look in the mirror and kind of see things from a different angle. Sometimes you can say or do things that you don't really understand, or you don't think they come off as the way you think they do. This is kind of an experiment, and I think it's a good one. So, if you like this video and you want to see more, you can subscribe, because I like doing this. And it's something for me and for you, and we can be friends, and we can talk about this and dating and all sorts of life bullshit. Because yeah, it'll be fun. Let's do it. I've got a lot of other videos that are in the works, so yeah. Let's do it, yes?
All right, things didn't work out.
That's all right. Thanks for having me.
We're gonna